We are now ready for our first definition. In other programming languages, they would call this a method, but in Python, we call them definitions. A definition is a closed set of code that we use to encapsulate functionality. So we'll get into that deeper as we go on. But for right now, to start a definition, you have to begin with the DEF keyword. So DEF stands for definition. Next comes the definition name. So we're going to call this definition check guess. So this method is going to take two parameters. First, it's going to take the user's guess, and then it's going to take the answer. Type a colon and then hit enter. Notice how Python automatically auto-indents for you. So that's good. We want to do that. Now, if I backspace like this, I'm no longer inside of the definition. So only tabbed items will be inside this definition. Now, I want to use some of my variables from out here. But in order to do that, I have to put a special word in front of them called global. So global score. Now I can actually use the score variable inside of my definition. So global score, global number of guesses, global attempts, and global max attempts. And so these are all variables that I want to use inside of my check guess definition. All right, well now how does this method basically work, or this definition? First I compare the guess to the answer. So I say if guess compares to be equal to the answer, what should I do? Well, I'm going to update the score. And so I say score equals score plus max attempts. So if I don't have anything wrong, then max attempts is 3 minus the current number of attempts that I have tried. So if I didn't have anything wrong, this number is going to be 0, and so my score will update by 3 points each time. If I make an attempt and get it wrong, then attempts becomes the number 1, and then that means my score will only update by 3 minus 1 each time, which means 2. So having a wrong answer can decrease your potential score. Then I want to print out to the user correct. And then what we're going to do is we're going to return a value. And so the value we're going to return to the main program is true. Okay, well, what if it's not correct? That's when I'm going to use the else condition. So if guess does not compare with equality to answer, here's what we're going to do otherwise. We're going to print incorrect. We're not going to update the score at all. And let me keep with my tradition of using single quotes. There we go. We are, however, going to update attempts. So attempts is now increased by 1. And we're going to return a false value. So that's going to indicate to the main program that the user got it wrong. And so this is our check guess definition. Okay, in the next video, we're going to now create a definition where the user can actually make the guess. So let's go ahead and proceed to that video now.